Hello, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is lunchtime, it is Wednesday, I think it's 12 o'clock, it's 12:02. I've literally just jumped in the car because I'm going to go to Asda and get myself something for lunch because I have been eating soup for lunch for a few weeks now and I just fancy something different as soon as I'm home. So I'm going to go to Asda and see what I can get. So I thought I'd take you along with me, and I also just quickly need to pop into Home Bargains because I want a basket to keep all of my vitamins in because my bedside table is literally overflowing with pots of vitamins. So I just want a little cute basket that I can keep under my bedside table to just have all of my vitamins in. Anyway, let's go to Home Bargains, see if we can find a cute basket, and then let's go to Asda. I need to also pick up Tom 12 eggs, so let's see what we can get done in my lunch break. I need to be back by 1 o'clock. Let's go. I mean, I'm absolutely loving the fact that there's loads of Christmas stuff in here. I have actually already put some stuff in my basket. And I've not even got to the actual baskets yet. I really want one of these, but I think Tom would absolutely kill me. There's so many baskets, I literally don't know which one to choose from. I quite like this one, but I don't know if it's too big. I think I prefer this one actually. Yeah, I'm gonna get this one. Okay, I need to get out of here before I spend any more money. Let's go to Asda. Okay, I have got the goods. I will show you what I got when I'm home, but we need to go to Asda, so you're gonna have to wait. Okay, we are back in the car from Asda. It is now 12:37. I'm literally 2 minutes around the corner, so I will get back home, show you what I got in Asda as well as what I got in Home Bargains, and then we'll crack on and work. Tom is out this evening, so I might either do my nails or do my toenails tonight, so maybe we'll do that together. Who knows? I have just got back home, so I thought I would just show you what I picked up at the shops. Let me just hang my coat up. The problem for me now is that all the Christmas stuff starts coming out, and every year I always like to buy like a few little bits and bobs for the house because I love the idea of just having a house full of Christmas decorations at Christmas time, but I appreciate that's very expensive to do all at once. So every year I just buy a couple of extra bits and bobs. Anyway, let me show you what I bought. Okay, so from Asda I just had to pick up some 12 eggs. Very boring. I got my lunch, I just got a tuna pasta salad. I got some beef hula hoops. And I also picked up a pack of Baby Bell lights because I was craving one. And I also picked up this orange bowl, which is absolutely ginormous, let me tell you. It was only £1, but I thought that's just perfect for all of the Halloween sweets, and I can just leave it in the entrance on the little unit in there and just hand out the sweets from that. So that's an investment, okay? And then Home Bargains. Obviously I went in for the basket, which as you can see is what I bought. So I'm gonna sort out my nightstand at some point this week. I also picked up this bath mat, this Christmas bath mat, because I thought that's super cute. So obviously we usually just rotate. I've got 2 bath mats at the moment, we usually just rotate. So I thought this one for now, and I can just rotate it on and off, and eventually I'll buy a second Christmas bath mat, and then I've got 2 for the season. I think this was like $5.99 or something, I can't actually remember, but it's so soft. It's a gingerbread house, I just love it, okay? The other Christmas decoration I picked up with these little chiming bells, because I do have a garland that goes up the stairs, and I just thought this would be cute to tie on the end of that, on like the banister at the bottom of the stairs. So yeah, again, I think this was $4.99. I think the bath mat was $5.99. I've got the receipt here actually. yeah, £4.99 for the bells and £5.99 for the bath mat. Obviously I picked up the basket. The basket was a tenner, £9.99. And then I just picked up some more of these cloths for £2.49. These are just disposable flannels. It looks like a toilet roll, but you just pull it off and it's like a disposable flannel that you can use to wash your face, so you don't have to keep washing flannels every day. Anyway, that's what I bought. I'm going to go and sit down now for the last 10 minutes of my lunch break, eat my lunch, watch Virgin River, and then I need to crack on. I'm actually writing an assignment for a course that I'm doing at work today. So I need to crack on. I want to try and get that finished by the end of today so that I'm back up to date with all my assignments, because it's actually overdue where I've had some time off work. Getting married and whatnot, you know, I don't know if you know that. Okay, we are in our spare room, which I don't actually think I've shown you much of in this house. Probably because my mum's been living with us and this is where she's been staying, but it needs a good clear out. I've got loads of stuff on the bed that I am like purposely leaving out because I need to like sort through it and either get rid or do something with it. All of this bedroom furniture in this room is hopefully going. I've got it all up for sale on our local like Facebook. Because eventually we want to do something else with this room. I don't want to have it as a spare room. So I could potentially keep all of the furniture and just move it into the garage for if we ever did move to a bigger house, but I have had this furniture for a long time, and yeah, I could probably just do with selling it on to a good home, and if we ever do need bedroom furniture again, we can just buy new stuff. Most of it is IKEA, so we don't want to like take it apart and store it, and it will take up a lot of space in the garage, so it just makes sense for us to get rid of it. Anyway, I just thought I would talk you through while I'm hanging out the clean washing. I just thought I would talk you through what we are doing this weekend, because I have been looking forward to this weekend ever since we got back from our honeymoon. We basically, as soon as we got back from our honeymoon, we basically just blocked out this weekend in the diary and said we're not doing anything. No plans this weekend, basically. Like purposefully saying no to people and just sitting indoors and hibernating, which I'm really excited about because we haven't done it in such a long time, and obviously we've been on the go non-stop, it feels like, since the wedding, especially recently because we've just got back from literally 3 weeks travelling non-stop every day. So I'm very, very excited to be doing nothing this weekend. So I think Tom is actually working late tonight. Well, not late, but he's doing visits that are quite far away, so by the time he actually gets home it's going to be late-ish. So I'm going to busy myself by going to the gym, and then I can get home and maybe sort dinner for the two of us. We both said we really fancy pizza, but we're still trying to be quite good. So what we've done is we've actually gone and got the sourdough pizzas. They're a little bit on the smaller side, but we've got the sourdough pizzas from Aldi. I think it is 500 or just under 500 calories per pizza, which is amazing really. So we've done that, and then we'll probably just watch Yellowstone tonight because we're really enjoying that. Super into it at the moment. And then tomorrow morning I got, again from Aldi, I picked up the protein pancakes, and I said to Tom I really want to have like a really slow lazy morning, so I picked up protein pancakes and we're going to have breakfast in bed. And I also got some like really nice apple and mango juice, banana, we've got strawberries in the fridge. Yeah, so I'm super excited about that. Breakfast in bed, maybe we'll watch a bit more Yellowstone. My dad and my stepmom are actually popping in tomorrow around lunchtime-ish to just say hello, because we've not seen them since before we went on our honeymoon, so it's been like 6 weeks. And I miss them. So they're going to pop in to say hello, and Saturday night we're going to get a takeaway. We are undecided on what we want takeaway wise. We both do love a Chinese, but when we actually order it, it's never as good as what like we imagine it to be, if that makes sense. Like I haven't had a good Chinese in such a long time. So I said if we do end up wanting a Chinese, I'd rather just go to like Marks and Spencer's and buy the Chinese box from there, because it's just such better quality. So we're undecided. We'll just see what we kind of fancy tomorrow, I guess, and make a decision. And then I don't think we're doing anything else. Obviously we've got to do the food shop on Sunday, and Tom actually has to go pop over to his sister's because he's doing a bit of DIY, so he just needs to like suss out the situation. So he's going to do that on Sunday, and he's going to do the food shop by himself. And that's it. That's our weekends. Going to the gym this evening, I'm actually really excited for. Like I've really like reignited my passion for going to the gym. Like I suppose my motivation has really come back. Just to be like the fittest, healthiest version of myself, if nothing else. So this week I've actually been to the gym 3 times already. This is going to be the 4th time I'm going, which is just unheard of for me, because usually if I can find any excuse not to go, that's me. I've gone so much that I've used all of my credits this month already, and so I'm having to get some more credits, which, I mean, who am I? So yeah, I'm really enjoying that, to say the least. I really feel like prioritising myself for a little while. Obviously going on the honeymoon and eating all that food has helped with my motivation to want to be healthy and lose some of that weight that I put on holiday, but I'm sure it will take me no time. I'm sure by Christmas I will be back down to where I want to be if I carry on the way I am. Just like being accountable for my calories. Like it's so easy for me to just eat intuitively, because I kind of do know what I can eat and what I can't in terms of calorie wise. Like I've calorie counted for so many years now, I kind of think I could do it on my own. But the only thing is like actually the amount of snacks I'm having during the day and keeping count of all the little things that add up. So I am trying to really consciously use my Fitness Pal to make sure that I don't overeat, basically. Not that it really matters. I'm not like restricting myself like I was before the wedding, but I'm certainly eating more than I was before the wedding, but I'm just being more conscious. So yeah, that's a little life update from me. Since coming back from the honeymoon, there's been so many times where I've like really sat and thought, mainly when I'm on the toilet, because that's when I do quite a lot of my thinking, or when I'm driving to or from work. But I've like really sat and thought to myself, like, how happy and content I feel for the first time in my whole entire life. Like I just feel really content and like happy with where we are and what we're doing. And it's just such a nice feeling. Like even though work has been absolutely mental for me since I've come back, I really do enjoy my job. Like I genuinely do. I know that sounds really weird, because I do moan about it quite a lot actually, but I never like have Sunday dread. I never wake up in the morning and think I really don't want to do this today. I genuinely don't. Like it doesn't, going into work doesn't bother me at all. Like I genuinely enjoy it. I think before the wedding, the only thing in my life that really was stressing me out was, I guess, a few things. One actually being the planning of the wedding, And then the other being the amount of pressure that I put on myself to actually lose weight, be healthy, go to the gym all the time, and all that pressure just felt really stressful. So to be able to just go with the flow right now feels amazing. Like I've got nothing to do, if that makes sense. Nothing to plan, nothing to do. We've just booked a really exciting trip, actually. I booked it today for Tom's birthday. I haven't actually told him about it yet. Maybe I'll wait until he sees this YouTube video and this will be me telling him. So I booked to go to Benidorm for the weekend for his birthday. You might be thinking, why have you booked to go to Benidorm for his birthday? That's very random. But my dad and my stepmom go to Spain. They have a motorhome. And they drive to Spain every year for like 3 months after Christmas. So they'll just be off on their jollies. And then I think they maybe start in Benidorm or near Benidorm, and then they finish in Benidorm. I might have made that up. They definitely finish in Benidorm. And I was like, obviously I want to go on a nice big holiday, me and Tom tomorrow, next year, but we haven't decided when to go. So we haven't booked anything. We haven't decided where. And we just need to save up the money really to pay for it before we decide where we're going, I guess. So just as a little holiday, usually we like to go away on like for the weekend for Tom's birthday, not necessarily for Tom's birthday, but it's a nice time of year to go away for a long weekend in March. Usually we've got holiday left over and our holiday allowance runs up until, or my holiday allowance runs up until March. So usually we've got like holiday days left to use, and it's just a nice time to get away before like the summer kind of comes. So I booked us a little trip to Benidorm to see my dad and my stepmom in Benidorm. I've never been to Benidorm, Tom's never been to Benidorm, and we've heard really good things. Like it's just cheap and cheerful, like you know what you see is what you get sort of thing. I'm not expecting to go for it to be like a luxury holiday, but just a nice little break away for the weekend. So we're actually going Thursday to Monday. We're staying in a little apartment because my dad and my stepmom will be in the motorhome staying on like a complex type thing that you have to obviously buy tickets for. So we've just got an apartment for just the two of us because it might just be nice to have some time on our own anyway. So I'm so excited for that. Booked it today, so it's all paid for. So that will be his birthday present, which is nice. That's done and dusted. Feel very organised. I just thought, while it's on my mind, I'm just going to do it. So that's what I did. So yeah, we are going to go away next year though, on a proper nice holiday. I said to Tom after America, like, I really just want a holiday where I can just lay around and do nothing. Like, he's had his big break, the America trip. Like, I'm not saying it was all his idea and that I took a little bit, like, obviously it's something that we both wanted to do, but that's very much his ideal holiday, is like being on the go, seeing lots of things, whereas my ideal holiday is literally laying on a sunbed at an all-inclusive resort. We have like total opposite ideas of like our ideal holiday. Which is quite funny really. So it's just all about balance, isn't it? We compromise. So that's why we usually go away for Tom's birthday, because we'll do like a city-ish type long weekend break around his birthday time, and then we'll have a holiday in the summer. So I really have my heart set on Stella Island. I just see it on Instagram and it just looks insane. Obviously the price is ridiculous, so it's just persuading Tom that that's a good way to spend our money. We did obviously get quite a lot of compensation from BA for bumping us from our flight to America. So that obviously will go a long way towards our holiday, but again, it's just, is it a good use? Like, am I just going because of the Instagram hype? Is it actually that amazing? If anyone has any like good hotel recommendations, preferably somewhere in Europe, because I don't want to do any long haul flights next year. Like all-inclusive vibes. It doesn't necessarily have to be all-inclusive, but all-inclusive vibes, as in like a resort vibe. I I don't want it to be like self-service or anything like that. And I want it to be like the standard of Stella Island basically, but it doesn't necessarily need to be there. Like if there are any similar places, I would love to go to Crete, but obviously we're going to just stay in the resort, so we're not actually going to see any of Crete, so it doesn't really matter where it is, to be honest. I just want it to be in the sun. We'll probably go around like June time, I would imagine, before the school holidays. So if anyone has any recommendations, we'll probably go for maybe a week, 10 days max, just because the price of that kind of thing that we're looking for it's only going to be affordable for 10 days, I would imagine. So let me know. Let me know if you've got any recommendations, because I would love to get something booked ASAP, really. I know we've got Benidorm now, but I like to have a holiday to look forward to, like a proper holiday. So last year we did Amsterdam in March, and that was honestly one of the best weekends of my life. And then obviously we went to Spain last year for our honeymoon, and then we did America. So we've got some big shoes to fill next year. So I feel like Benidorm's a good start, because neither of us have been. I feel like it's going to be great fun. And then, yeah, let's see what else we can put in. So anyway, I'm going to go and put this clean washing away now, and I'm going to get changed for the gym, and then I'm going to go and work out so that I can be a lazy girl for the rest of the weekend. I'm home from the gym. I'm waiting for Tom to get in. I think he's going to be in like 15 minutes, and then I'm going to put the oven on to warm. I'm going to show you what we are having for dinner. I picked it up at lunch. We both really fancied pizzas. I think I might have mentioned this already. So I got Aldi wood-fired pizzas. So one of these is 485 calories, because they're a little bit on the smaller side. And I think they're sourdough, I'm not sure. I'm very excited for that. And then I also picked up a bag of salad, which will just have like balsamic glaze on. And I picked up some coleslaw, so we're going to have that for dinner tonight, and then maybe we'll carry on watching some Yellowstone. While I was in the gym doing my run on the treadmill, I started watching Call Her Daddy podcast with Victoria Beckham on, and I'm not going to lie, it's Victoria Beckham's season. Like, I feel like she's making a comeback, obviously. So I might just watch the last bit of that on YouTube, or I might... Yeah, I think I'm going to watch that on YouTube. Just waiting for Tom to get in any minute now, really. And then we can start our relaxing weekend of doing absolutely nothing. So I think after dinner I'm going to have a shower, get into my PJs. And that's where I'll stay for 24 hours at least, okay? Don't care if you judge me. Good morning. It is now Saturday morning. It is 10 to 9 and I am making us breakfast in bed. I woke up at about 8:30 this morning, which was a lovely little lie-in. I say little lie-in because I definitely could have slept for longer, but I didn't want to waste the day. Not that we're doing anything today, we're staying indoors, but we plan to have breakfast in bed, so Tom's gagging for a coffee, so I'm like, I'll come down and make it now. So I thought, let's make breakfast in bed together. Let me show you what I'm making. Drinks. Let's start with drinks first. I'm going to make us both an electrolyte. Electrolytes I have are liquid IV. I've got an assortment of flavours. So today I'm going to have watermelon. And Tom just has these ones that he gets from Amazon because he buys them in bulk, and he's going to have a tropical flavour. I've got these like 2 trays that we're going to take up to have our breakfast on. So we'll make an electrolyte. We're also going to have some apple and mango juice, because you can't have breakfast without juice, in my opinion. I'm literally so excited for this. I've been looking forward to this all week, just like eating pancakes in bed and watching something on TV. Doesn't get much better than that, really, does it? Last night we had our pizzas and then we watched The Mummy, because we made a list when we was in America of all these films that we wanted to watch when we were home. And The Mummy was on the list because we did the Mummy ride in Universal Studios. Became obsessed with it basically. So I'm waiting for the oven to warm up because I'm going to obviously put pancakes in the oven. While I'm waiting for the oven to warm up, I'm going to chop up some fruit. Okay, so I've made both our coffees. So Tom's just got a black coffee and I've got an iced latte. Obviously, iced lattes all year round, no matter the weather. We've got our juices and I'm halfway through making our fruit bowls. Okay, so on top of the pancakes, we're going to have strawberries and banana. So let's chop up our strawberries. The plan for today is my dad and my stepmom are coming over at about midday. Just to pop in and say hi really. And then Tom really wants to try Popeyes, which is a new restaurant that's opened in our town centre. It's obviously American, so he really wants to try that. So I think we're just going to get like a chicken sandwich, chicken burger or something from there for lunch. And then we're having a takeaway. It's literally just a day full of eating, to be honest with you. So yeah, I'm just gonna wash these strawberries because they're a bit dusty. One thing about this oven is it takes so long to warm up. Okay, and then the last thing to go in our fruit bowl is some grapes. Just chuck a few grapes in there. I'm not going to make huge fruit bowls because the pancakes are going to be very filling. Okay. So there's our bowls of fruit. So we've got watermelon, honeydew melon and some white grapes. And then I just need to chop up this banana. I've made the pancakes, I've built the little stacks. We've got 4 pancakes each and we've got strawberries and bananas. So now I'm just going to chuck them on our trays and I'm going to take them up and eat them in bed. So love you, bye. Okay, it is Saturday afternoon and I think it's like 3:30. We obviously ate our breakfast in bed, which was lovely. We watched an episode of Yellowstone and then my dad and my stepmom came over, so I quickly had a shower before they came over. I used the Shark Air Wrap on my hair for the first time in ages because I feel like it's just got long enough for me to be able to use it. So my hair feels all nice and fresh. And then we went and got some lunch. Tom popped out actually and got us a Popeyes because he really wanted to try it. It's just come to our town. So I just had a chicken burger from there. And we shared like a couple of little sides, like mac and cheese and beans. I wasn't overly impressed with it, I'm not gonna lie. Like I feel like the chicken was really fried and it was quite greasy. So I wasn't overly impressed with it. And yeah, now we're just chilling. It's so nice to like not have anything to do. So I've just done a bit of editing on TikTok. I just edited like 2 or 3 TikToks. And Tom is upstairs playing on the Xbox, and so I have just put some autumn ambience on. Let me show you. I just love like a crackling fire. So yeah, I've just put that on and I'm gonna read for an hour maybe, because what else have I got to do? And I have set myself a goal last night. Before I went on holiday, I had to set myself a goal to read for an hour a day. So I'm going to get back into that. I've got 4 hours left of this book. So I'm going to read it for an hour now and then maybe I might have a little nap. but it is getting quite late actually. We've already decided on what film we're going to watch tonight, and we are going to get a Chinese. So when the Chinese arrives, I'll play out my Chinese with you. And, or maybe I won't play out my Chinese with you. Maybe I'll do that on TikTok, so I'll link the TikTok, but I will show you what we ordered from the Chinese. And yeah, just have a lovely lazy day with us. I hope everybody else is having a relaxing weekend like I am, because honestly, it's been amazing. And actually next weekend we have a spa day, I think. Yeah, we've got a spa day next Saturday, so that'd be nice to take you along on that. I actually did get a Shein order. I did a Shein order in the week for just a few like autumn casual bits and just some bits and bobs that I wanted. Some of it has actually turned up now because there's like an express section on Shein where you can get things like pretty much next day delivery or like 2-day delivery. So part of the parcel has already arrived, but I'm going to wait for it to all arrive before I show it to you, so it might have to be the next vlog, but I'll do a little try on. And yeah, it's just been a lovely day. It was so nice to catch up with my dad and my stepmom. Catching up on our holiday, their holiday, because I haven't actually seen them since before we went on our honeymoon, so it's been like 6 weeks. So yeah, it was just nice to catch up, and I am feeling a bit tired, so I know as soon as I start reading I'm going to be nodding off, but hopefully I can get an hour of this book read. Hope everyone's enjoying their weekends. Okay, it is now Saturday evening. I've had a lovely afternoon. I actually fell asleep on the sofa for 2 hours. So I started reading my book, and yeah, literally as soon as I checked in after that, I fell asleep. Anyway, our Chinese has arrived, so just thought I'd show you our plate. So we've gone for vegetable spring rolls, we've got salt and pepper chicken, we've got egg fried rice, we've got plain chow mein, and we've got crispy chili beef, and we've also got prawn crackers, obviously. So I'm gonna go and eat this in front of the TV and watch the film with my husband. Love you, bye. Happy Sunday. It is Sunday morning. Well, it's not even the morning anymore, really. It's like 10 to 12. I've only just like got up and got myself ready, really. Had a bit of a shower. I waxed my armpits because they needed doing. I hadn't done them since before I went on holiday, so you can only imagine the state of those. And now Tom's just gone and done the food shop and dropped all the food back, and I'm going to unpack it and make myself some breakfast. So I thought, well, brunch. So I thought, let's do that together. I'm just arranging some flowers that my dad and my stepmom bought for me yesterday, which was so cute. I don't think my dad's ever bought me flowers. Very cute. So I'm just arranging these. Very autumnal. Good pick, Dad. And I'm going to make my breakfast. What I'm going to have for breakfast is something that is probably my favourite breakfast, which is sourdough. Sourdough bread with a banana on top and peanut butter and a bit of honey. If you haven't tried it, I urge you to try it. Banana on toast is a bit of a fan favourite in my family. Like, quite a lot of people in my family really like it. And I always remember as a kid thinking it was really weird, but I'm here for it now. Now I'm an adult. Tom did the food shop all on his own today. So let's unpack that and see how successful he's been. Okay, bag number 1. So we've got a honeydew melon, because I'm very much into fruit at the moment. I'm eating quite a lot of it. Pink lady apples. We've got mince, that's for chilli, because we're going to do a slow cooker chilli this week. Cauliflower cheese, that's for the roast dinner today. A banana for my breakfast this morning. Cucumber and tomatoes. I'm guessing that's something for Tom because they're not for me. Oat milk. And potatoes, which again will be for the roast dinner today. Bag number 2, we have 12 eggs. We go for a lot of eggs in this house. I say we. Tom goes for a lot of eggs in this house. chicken, I think that's for my lunch. Celery for the chilli. Another oat milk. Tomato sauce. Peri peri sauce. Gherkins. I think we're having loaded fries with like shredded chicken, so I'm guessing the gherkins are going to be for that. 2 tins of black beans for the chilli. Chopped tomatoes for the chilli. And then we both got a bar of dark chocolate each. So I've got raspberry and he just gets plain. We have this egg tray and it is the most satisfying thing for me every week to like move all of Tom's old eggs to the front and then restock all of his eggs. Like, things like that just bring me so much joy. Like, I don't know. So we're having a roast dinner today, so I'm very excited for that. And I did ask Tom to get 2 large Yorkshire puddings because I really fancied putting our roast dinner into Yorkshire puddings, but we'll have to wait and see if he managed to find it or not. Okay, we did it. We got 2 giant Yorkshire puddings. He did say, could you not just make them yourself? But I was like, I don't know if I've got a tin big enough. Let me just have a look. So I did have a big round tin, but is it in here? No. I did have a big round tin, but it's gone missing. Like a few of my tins have gone missing. I'm missing a loaf tin as well, but anyway. So we've got 2 large Yorkshire puddings. I'm going to put all of the roast dinner in here, so I'm really excited for that. Let's put these in the freezer. And then he picked me up some sourdough, because that's going to be for my breakfast with this banana. Smoky tomato paste. So I asked him to get chipotle paste to put in the chilli, but he said he couldn't find it, so he got this smoky tomato paste, which is going to be very similar anyway, so I feel like he's done a good job with that. And that was 2 white onions as well, which was for the chilli. Okay, and then he picked me up my sweet chilli crackers that I had with my soup for lunch, a red pepper for the chilli, stuffing mix for the roast dinner. Rice, because again we go through so much rice in this house, it's actually a joke. Yogurts, so Tom's got 3 skyr yogurts and he's got me Greek yogurt. Frozen fruit, so he's got 2 bags of raspberries, 2 bags of blueberries. We actually got on our Lidl Plus voucher, we actually got a free hand wash, so I was like, just pick one up even though we didn't need one. I was like, I'm not going to say no to a freebie. Medium peri peri rub and chewing gum. Tom is obsessed with chewing gum. Okay, and in the last bag we have a massive pack of chicken breasts, an extra large pack, which he hasn't got a whole chicken, so I'm guessing he wants me to cook chicken breast for roast dinner today. A watermelon for my fruit for the week, some strawberries and carrots for today. So that's it. He's done very well actually. So I'm going to unpack all of this now and probably do a bit of meal prep, but come back and we will cook a roast dinner together maybe. I'm going to put Netflix on the Alexa now and watch Virgin River. All of my meal prep is just about done. I just have chicken in the air fryer, which is for my lunch, but I thought let's show you what I've meal prepped for the week. Have a look at our fridge. It is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. So up here I have meal prepped my breakfasts. So I've literally just got 0% fat Greek yogurt with strawberries, some seeds, and this is like 0 calorie golden syrup. So I've got one of them for each day. And then here is what I'm having for lunch. So this is my soup that I got from Costco. It's obviously not got any protein in it because it's just literally all the greens. So what I've done is I'm cooking some chicken in the air fryer, which I will just shred and just put in these pots at the top, and then I'll warm it all up in the microwave and have like chicken and greens soup. Here is a fruit salad that I've made. It's just got honeydew melon, watermelon and strawberries in it. And then for like snacks throughout the week, I will just kind of chop and change between these snacks I've got. So these are sweet chili crackers, which I'll have every day along with my soup. You buy them in a pack, and basically a quarter of the pack is like 100 calories. So I've just sectioned them out into quarters into these airtight containers so I can take them into work with me. So that's for with my soup. And then snack bars, I've got these Skinny Whip bars, which are 70 something calories for a bar, and they are honestly like such a good chocolate bar. I usually have one of these in the evening because it actually tastes a lot like a really nice chocolate bar. Fibre Now, obviously they're a Fibre One. Birthday cake flavour, that is 79 calories. And then these chew bars that I picked up from Costco, these are 100 calories. And then I've got these rice cakes, caramel flavour, and I've also got salt and vinegar flavour. So I'll just chop and change between them throughout the week really. And I think that's everything. Just really trying to get back on it, to be honest. And I feel like it's working. I feel really motivated. I went to the gym 4 times this week. 4 times. I actually went so much this month that I ran out of credits for the first time ever, and I had to message my friend who owns the gym and be like, help me, I've run out of credits. So yeah, I'm feeling really good. Obviously I'm going to start to prep the roast dinner now. So I have just cooked what I can only describe as probably one of the best roast dinners I've ever cooked. My jug's in the dishwasher, so I'm making the gravy in the biggest pot that I could find. So I thought, why not plate up our roast dinner with that? Okay, let's get everything out of the oven. Okay, we have the 2 big Yorkshire puddings. They're not as big as I would like them to be, so I think maybe next time I might try and make them myself. We have our potatoes, very crispy. Carrots and stuffing, and then there's cauliflower cheese in there, but I'll dish that up in a minute. Okay, first thing first, let's do the chicken. So this is Tom's chicken here. Let's give him the biggest potato because why not? Put 1 in there and then 2 on the side. Okay, we have 2 stuffing balls each. So again, I'm going to put 1 in there and then 1 on the side. And then load up some carrots. My chicken is all done. I just like my chicken a little bit more cooked than Tom's, so I just left mine in for a little bit longer. And then the last thing to dish up is cauliflower cheese, which hasn't got as crispy as I would like it. I would have left it in for a little bit longer, but I was like absolutely starving, so this is going to have to make do. Okay, and then this is our roast dinners all plated up. Gravy's on the table, and bon appetit. We've eaten our dinner, it was absolutely delightful, and now we are just having some dessert that was left over from yesterday when we had our Chinese. We got, Tom picked up an apple and blackberry apple and blackberry pie and custard. Obviously we didn't eat it all last night, so we've got a bit of it now for dessert. Tom's watching the football because Tottenham's playing, and I have been reading pretty much all day because I'm obsessed with this book that I'm reading. It's the Throne of Glass series, but it's book 2, Crown of Midnight it's called. And I'm obsessed, I literally can't put it down. I think I've got like half an hour left. Because obviously it's on the Kindle, it tells you how long you've got left. Yeah, half an hour, 36 minutes left. And the second half of the football's just starting, so I reckon I can get it finished. Well, I will get it finished by the time the football's over, but I'm absolutely loving it. I have got a couple of books that I'm thinking of reading next. Like, I've got some physical books. I've got one that my friend bought me for my birthday that I've not read yet, and one that I borrowed off of a friend, so I feel like a little change of reading a physical book, so I'm going to go and pick one off of my bookshelf after I finished reading this one on the Kindle. I'm just really loving reading. Like, I love reading so much. I really do. I just don't find the time to do it enough. But this weekend, because we've had no plans, I've read for like, I think I had like 5 hours left on this book at the beginning of the weekend, so I've done 5 hours of reading, which is pretty good going. Anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching. Please like, please comment, please subscribe, and please come back next week. No idea what we're doing. Oh, we've got a spa day. Spa day next week, so come with us on a spa day. And yeah, thank you for watching. Love you, bye.